Wait, let's get into this. Our mission today is to figure out what $2,359 actually gets you in professional video.
Right.
We're doing a deep dive on the Datavideo TLM-170VM. It's a 17-inch monitor, but it's obviously not just a screen.
Not at that price.
Exactly. So it's a 17.3-inch full HD display, but it's in what they call a 1RU pull-out chassis. To me, the first thing that stands out is that casing is a huge part of that price, just the metal box it sits in.
You know, it's funny you say that because the physical design is a huge part of the value. It's infrastructure.
How so?
Well, this thing is built to live in a control room or, more likely, a mobile production truck. And in those environments, space is everything. It's the most expensive thing you have.
Ah, okay.
So a 1RU pull-out unit, just one rack unit high, means it slides away. It's never cluttering a desk. You're paying for density and durability, really.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So it's about working efficiently, not just watching. Okay, so for workflow, you need flexibility. I'm seeing one 3G SDI input and two HDMI inputs.
Plus the loop-throughs, which are key.
Right. But my question is, why SDI? I mean, HDMI is everywhere. It's cheaper. It can handle high resolutions. Isn't SDI kind of outdated tech for a modern setup?
That's a really common question. And you're right about HDMI for consumers. But in broadcast, SDI is still king for a very good reason.
Which is?
Cable length, for one. We're talking hundreds of feet with no signal loss. And locking connectors. You can't just accidentally pull an SDI cable out.
Which could kill a live show.
Instantly. That locking connector is job security. And the loop-through lets the signal pass right through the monitor to another piece of gear, so you don't need another expensive box just to split the signal.
Okay, this is where I think it gets really interesting for anyone managing a production. It says it has cross-conversion.
Yes. That's a huge feature.
It can turn SDI into HDMI and HDMI back into SDI.
Yeah.
For someone listening, what does that let a team do, in the middle of a shoot?
It lets them bridge two different worlds. Think of it as the ultimate translator built right into your screen.
Okay, give me an example.
So maybe your main broadcast camera is sending out a robust SDI signal, but you need to send that feed to a big, cheap consumer TV for the backstage crew to see. That TV only has HDMI.
So this monitor just translates it on the fly.
Exactly. Or the other way around. You have a laptop with graphics running on HDMI, and you need to get that into your professional SDI broadcast switcher. This monitor makes the whole system while format agnostic. It just works.
So we've got the right box. It's speaking the right language.
Yeah.
But the key is what it does once the signal is inside. And that's where the ScopeView part of the name comes in, right?
Yes.
This is about more than an image.
Absolutely. The analysis tools are the core reason for the price tag. We're going from does the picture look good to is the signal technically perfect.
So what are we talking about?
You get a waveform monitor to check your brightness, your luminance, and a vectorscope to check your color fidelity. These tools make sure your signal is, for lack of a better word, legal. Yeah, that it meets broadcast standards. You avoid things like illegally hot whites, where the signal is so bright it exceeds the technical limits and would cause distortion on someone's TV at home.
And what about the other tools? The things that help the person actually cutting the show?
Oh, plenty. You've got your time code and audio meters right on screen. For focus, there's peaking assist, which puts a colored line around whatever is sharp.
I've seen that. Very useful.
And then there's pix to pix. This is so important. It lets you see the raw one-to-one pixel mapping of the image without any scaling from the monitor. It's the only way to be 100% sure your HD shot is in perfect focus.
And of course, the tally light.
Of course, red for live, green for cued, the silent language of every broadcast. It's the light that tells you you are on air right now, don't mess up.
So to wrap this up, we started with a monitor that costs almost $2,400. And what we found is you're not really buying a screen.
Not at all.
You're buying a dense, multi-format analytical control unit. It's designed to verify, route, and translate a signal when the stakes are incredibly high.
That's it, exactly. And here's the final thought for you. Think about a tiny feature on the screen, like the wired GB peak support column. It's just a little bar graph.
Right.
It does nothing to make the shot prettier for the director. Its only job is to help an engineer verify that every single color channel is within those tight, legal limits. It's these invisible tools that guarantee what leaves the production truck is exactly what you see perfectly in your living room.